So I have the two Excel files, rental data and Rotten Tomatoes on my desktop. And so I'm going to first work on rental data and then I'm going to work on Rotten Tomatoes. So let me start up in Mira. See File, New, Microsoft Excel, next. I go to desktop, to data, and I create this data set. And unlike Excel, this is something it does. We have the measures with the dimensions, and the measures also occur here. And so we have to go through these steps. First of all, get familiar with the measures, we get familiar with the dimensions, decide what relationship I want to show, and then look at the various possibilities that exist. So we will go according to our handout, the Word document. So the first one is going to be between the revenue and the genre, and we're going to use a funnel system. So this is how we do. Revenue goes here, then so I should actually be selecting my type first before I select the revenues and the values. And the system will guide me if I'm selected the and so we can now call this give this file a name. And then I add the next one. In the next one, I'm going to show the relationship between genre, type, and rating. So I'm going to be selecting this column chart, and again my measure is revenue. I have two X dimensions, genre, and I select type. Type is the type of the CD, Blu-ray and all, and the color I select as ratings. And I might even go and reduce this number, so I might just go say only two types, a couple of types, say Blu-ray, DVD, apply. So I can go and save it now. Add another file. This time I'm going to be using multiple pie charts, and again it will be by revenue, genre, rating, and time. So I select pie chart. Then again I have my revenue going here. Genre going into color. Trellis I'm going to show as rating. And columns will be different types. And again, I'll have limited types. And this time let's select this, this, this. And I can now save this and add another. So this time it's a stacked bar chart, and again I'm exploring the same relationships in multiple different ways. So it's stacked bar chart, I select, then my x-axis is the revenue, my dimensions are y-axis, genre and rating. Add another y-axis. I add type, color. And then to make it more readable, I might just have, two types, Blu-ray and DVD. So I'll save this. And again, I'll explore the same relationship as revenue. This time it's revenue, gross margin, genre, and time. So I add this one, and I'm going to use what is called as a Murray-Mako chart. So once I select a chart, the system guides me in adding stuff to it. So I add this revenue here. The width is the gross margin. X-axis is genre. My color is type. So the revenue tells me how the 100% for action is distributed like this, for other genres are like this. These are the different colors for the different types, and the width tells me how much is the margin for action and the other genres that are involved. So this is comedy, this is drama. So I'm measuring the gross margin in this direction. I'm measuring the distribution of different types along this direction. So that's what is called as money market. The next one is going to be heat map. So again, can do both count and so heat map is there are various measures we can show, and so I select the heat map here. So heat map is depending on the measures, the intensity color comes according to that. So I have a rental count. My dimension is title. And so all my titles are here, and this one shows the value. So that is an example of a heat map. This is something you often see on website, popularity of ideas, concepts, and so on. So they are known as tag clouds. So this is the notion of a tag cloud, that is, then my size comes from the revenue. The color comes as my gross margin. And my tag is the title. So this is the intensity of the color is about the gross margin, the size, Captain Phillips or Kung Fu Panda. This is about the revenue, and this tells me which movie, how much revenue in the gross margin it made. The next one again is not very common. This is called as the net radar chart. So I can have multiple axes here. I put my gross margin as one of the axes. I add another one, the rental count, and then my radar branches are the genres I have. So these are my different genres. The blue is about the rental count, the gross margin, and so that is an example of a radar map. The next one is something that you can do easily in Excel, and you may have done it a number of times, and this is a scatter plot. So we select the scatter plot. My x-axis is the revenue. My y-axis is the rental count. Title is my different color. Movie title. And shape is different genres. So these are my different genres, and again, to make it more readable, I might just select some of the genres. So this will tell me the title, the genre, the revenue, the rental count. And so this is a common one, and you can do that on Excel. The next one we'll do is what is called as a network chart. So I have the title. So this is really dimensions between multiple relationship between multiple dimensions, title and genre. So this is telling me for actions, what are the different titles, drama, what are the different titles, comedy, what are the different titles, like that. I can just save it. This one again, we can do all the time in our so this is the line chart. So I'm going to be using it, say, month-wise. And then revenue. And I can have different colors as my genre. So that's revenue by month in January. So I'll save it again. So the next one is what is known as parallel coordinates chart. And that is here. And we'll see that a lot in predictive analytics. So I'll have three measures here. Then I'm going to add two more measures. Gross margin, say gross margin, and the dimensions category here is, say, ratings. So these are my 3 different ratings. So this is revenue, these are my measures, and then this is my rating. So PG is this orange color, so that has so much gross margin as percentage, gross margin by value, so much revenue by value. So I can have multiple, but more than 3 it's not very readable. If you make it 4 or more than 4 at least, then readability weakens. And now I'm going to add a new data set, which is my Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm going to be making this bubble chart. And my x-axis is going to be audience score. Y-axis is Rotten Tomatoes. So these are the 2 scores. Size is the domestic gross. And the color is the film. So all 4 of my dimensions are coming to the same thing. So size is the domestic gross. So these are the 14 different chart types that Lumira supports, and Lumira is part of predictive analytics. It's called something else, of which 3 or 4 you may have already used them in Excel, and another 8 or 10 of them are the new ones. So I'll stop my recording at this point.